to introduce my partner and our friends, the founder of the Rapidamic Lab, Dr. Zuoxuan Li, and the co-founder of the Rapidamic Lab, Dr. Lufan Wang. So I will introduce them a little bit. Dr. Li got her PhD in MIT and currently a researcher at the Stanford Digital Economy Center, the Stanford China Research Center, the Morgan Stanley Foundation in the United States, and the NASDAQ Entrepreneurship Center. And most recently, she has a new title was added her new title is a lecturer at the Yale. Hello? Is everything good? I feel like.
Yes, I can actually hear you.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. So, Dr. Li, in this upcoming fall, she will work as a lecturer at the Yale School of Management. So she will teach courses related to the entrepreneurship. So Dr. Wang, she's a PhD. She got a PhD in civil engineering from University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. And she's currently a teaching assistant professor at Florida International University. So the summer school is a collaboration work between the STAC, Rapidamic Lab located in the United States, and the high-tech industries in China, especially in Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, Greater Bay Area. The summer school is featured as the interdisciplinary platform for design, which is intended to bridge the gap between design, engineering, and management. With the full industry chain surrounded by, the summer school in the STAC is designed to promote industry university research platform through solving real problems in enterprise engineering practice, inviting first-class university scholars at home and abroad, and industry leaders to participate in the whole process of teaching. The summer school implemented the applied innovative teaching method of online integration and offline teaching. And also we collect the domestic teaching team with overseas teaching team, and the universities in China and all over the world, and the enterprise all over the world, to create a full-oriented new engineering talent training mode. So now let's welcome Dr. Wang to give us detailed introduction about this summer school, and then we will hold the QA session together. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wei, for this kind introduction. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone in this Zoom room. Let me first share my screen. I'm very excited to be here to introduce our summer school to all of you. Wait a sec, let me get started with the sharing.
Peach 是谁能变它？怎么是叫 Peach？
For those who just joined us, please unmute yourself so that we don't got interrupted during the talk. And also, Dr. Wei, I have made you the co-host, and if you see anyone who joined us, please admit them from the waiting room. Thank you. And again, it's been my pleasure to be here and welcome everyone to today's info session about our Global Engineer Talent Research and Innovation Summer School. As Dr. Wei just mentioned, this summer school is a joint effort between Southern University of Science and Technology and Rapidamic Lab. So for me, I'm currently an assistant teaching professor at Florida International University, and I'm also the co-founder of Rapidamic Lab, and that is why I'm involved in this summer school. I'm mainly doing the introduction to all of you. So basically for our summer school, it's an innovative new engineering education effort that aims to cultivate innovative thinking, improve team collaboration, and open up students' international perspectives for our students during the intense 21 days training program. And why we are working on this kind of the summer school. So basically, as you all know, the world is fast changing, right? So with all the new technologies like robotics, Web3, metaverse, ChatGPT, and artificial intelligence, that's been super hot recently in the domain, right? So our students are facing with a world full of unknowns and challenges, and they are in urgent need of technological innovation talent. So as the new generation, we really want our students to consider how to face the diversity and uncertainty of the future world after they step out of the campus and continuously meet the demands of innovation, learning, and team collaboration for future work. Therefore, we are really trying to cultivate a new engineering education platform, or like a new course, so we can like really educate the new breed of engineers. Due to the development of information technology and increasing level of the industrial automation, the future work opportunities will be highly reduced, right? So similarly, technologies such as 5G and the internet, especially during the pandemic, have all led us to the digital transformation, and the future work opportunities will be a fusion of online and offline. And meanwhile, the development of technologies such as AI have really accelerated the speed of knowledge creation and product iteration. So after students get out of the school, it's not just the end of the learning, right? So lifelong learning will increasingly become the philosophy of future university courses and educational product design. Therefore, for us, engineering education needs to change in a way to better cultivate our students who can continuously learn, think across disciplines, face complex problems, and have the ability to explore independently in today's rapidly developing information technology. And a faster changing world. So this really motivated us to really think about what future engineering education would look like. So first of all, not all engineering projects are well defined or in a closed form, right? Think about the projects we offer students in class, or like students work in groups. There are a lot of the times close-ended problems, but if they go out of the school, they go into work, a lot of the problems are open-ended. So here we want to really train our students to think about how they can solve an open-ended engineering problem systematically. And also with the limitation in terms of time, money, labor, and resources, how can we make trade-offs and make progress facing risk and uncertainty? So a lot of the time we found our students are trying to find the global optimal solutions, or they just find a solution and just go with it without considering the limitations or constraints of the problems in reality. So this is what we want to train our students about. And also solving engineering problems need to be systematic, with consideration of knowledge transfer and cross-departmental collaboration. So here we are also trying to teach students about, like, as a new engineer student, like facing the future, you are going to have a lot of collaborations cross-departmental. It's not like in your team, it's just all engineering students, right? So actually they are going to have a diverse team to work on a single project, and how you're going to be able to communicate well with the cross-departmental and interdisciplinary team members is a very important technique that students need to master. So these would be the future engineering looks like, and basically this is what we are trying to highlight in our summer school. Okay, so if you can think about the stepping stones a different level of thinking. Traditionally, in our engineering education, we mainly teach students how to find solutions, right? So whenever they are faced with a problem, they directly go to the solution space and try to find the solution to the problem. However, in our summer school, we are trying to bring students back to the problem space. Before they are trying to look for solutions, they first need to identify like whether the problem is the real problem they need to solve. They have to like step back and think about these important questions before they look for solutions. Otherwise, if you are just trying to like resolve a problem that's not the core problem they need to solve, they are really wasting a lot of time, effort, money of the company, right? So this way, we are actually in the summer school, we try to incorporate design thinking in the problem solving process. So first of all, we want them to focus on the user, to identify the user need, to further define the problems and identify the real problem that's needed to be solved, and then go back to the solution space to brainstorm solutions and find the optimal solution to those problems. So throughout this process, students are using design thinking and learn a systematic way to resolve problems, and ultimately they will train their strategic thinking during the summer school. So basically, let's go back to the ultimate goal of our summer school. We really want students to join the real world industry innovative projects, learn engineering design skills to like given an open-ended question, they can find optimal engineering solutions and articulate market needs and fast prototyping with considerations of commercialization potential and corporate-based constraints, and make use of design thinking to think about the problems from a user-centered product development perspective, and make trade-offs between the local optima and global optima. So we really want to foster students' open mindset, creativity, and teamwork throughout this summer school. So basically, what is the difference between student like industry internships and our summer school projects? So if we think about company internships, usually companies don't assign important tasks to short-term interns, right? And the topics or the works students are working on during internships are often closed format. The problems are already defined, and the interns only need to follow the team guidance and complete the work, basically, right? So and a lot of the times students would do like easy tasks rather than competitive work or repetitive tasks, right? So these works like fetch a coffee, these kind of easy tasks. So basically, students' growth during a company intern would be really limited. However, during our summer school training, we really try to explore the innovative and open-ended engineering topics that require problem-solving skills. And basically, there are no standard answers, and or even the possibility of wrong questions. So we hope that students would really participate in incorporating the projects as interns, but as consultants to the company, to help the company understand the problem they want to solve, define the problem from the perspective of the company's development, and finding appropriate and economical and effective solutions for the company. So students are really leading the projects instead of doing like easy tasks in company interns, and they are like in full control of their projects in the summer school. And also compared with academic research, what is the difference? Basically, in research activities, we know that a lot of the times it's really costly, right? And it's involved in a super long process. And the scope for academic research is to discover new knowledge and to expand the knowledge boundary. So on contrary, like in our summer school, we are really trying to train students and make them have a better understanding of the commercial needs and engineering challenges of companies. So they're really trying to resolve the problems down to the earth and use scientific methods to help resolve the company's open-ended problems. And in this process, students need to learn how to integrate industry, academia, research, and how to balance engineering efficiency, economic efficiency, and social benefits. So basically, here I'm listing a few different categories of the project types. For example, for the course project, as we just mentioned, right? So we mainly try to use these kind of projects to reinforce students' theoretical knowledge, develop their ability to apply knowledge to the solution of the practical problem. But a lot of the times, these kind of projects are not real. The second level of the project are task-based engineering projects. So sometimes we also incorporate these kind of projects in our education, or for example, a lot of universities would have like capstone projects when students are going to graduate. So these kind of projects are much more clear or defined, and they are solvable with existing mature technology. So the third level is the open-ended project that we've been talking about, and this is actually the focus of our summer school. So basically, for those kind of projects, the problem is not clearly defined. Students need to first explore the real definition, or like the essence of the problem, understand the user, and explore the solutions. So there are multiple aspects should be considered. For example, the customer needs, or the user needs, and what is the value of the company, if there is budget limits, etc., etc. So there are a lot of constraints that students need to consider while they are looking for the solutions. And ultimately, we have academic projects, and these projects are even more broader, and it's much more challenging, right? So basically, problems should be self-defined by students, and the solution is commonly solved with entire new theory or new technology. So a lot of the times it will cost much more time to resolve these kind of problems and work on academic projects. So as I just mentioned, the third level of the project, the open-ended projects, are the focus in these summer schools. So basically, what really makes us unique, as we've been talking a lot about how we position our summer school and the scope of our summer school. I think first of all, we are really offering students the cutting edge topics from the real world open-ended problems from our industry partners. As you can see here, these are all our industry partners involved in the summer school. So companies like Tencent, TCL, Shokz, these are famous large companies, right? And there are also a lot of tech startup companies like Artisan, the Seed Studio, PCBWay, etc. So a lot of the companies would come to our summer school and they are offering the problems they are working on right now and for our students to work. And our team have already spent like more than 10 hours per topic with the company engineers, the founder teams of the companies to further like reduce the scope of the problems or like open up the scope of the problems so that it fits to the scope in our summer school. And students would be able to tackle those problems within 21 days. And this year we have already like collected more than 20 projects. And these projects are all cutting edge topics such as social innovation, biomedical innovation, consumer products, robotics, AI, metaverse, smart homes, etc., etc. We are going to talk a little bit more about the projects we have so far. But again, this is one of our uniqueness for the summer school, like the real world industry problems that students can resolve. In the second uniqueness I would like to highlight here is that we are really trying to bring a diverse team to our students. No matter the student teams and the mentor teams, we all have a diverse background. So, for example, as you see here, with the past 2 summer schools, we have finished. In 2021, we have a total of 53 students engaged. And the students spans from freshman to junior with 12 majors in total. Last year we have 82 students involved, and the students are spent in 20 majors. So we have 11 projects in total. Excuse me. So basically, each team are equipped with 6 to 8 students, and they are going to tackle the real world problems in 21 days. And regarding to our mentor teams, so here you can see these are our supervisors and instructors. They are professors, the chair and acting associate chair at the Department of Mechanical and Energy Engineering at SOSTEC. And Dr. Lee and Dr. Wei would be instructors. And in addition, we have academic mentors from top universities and top firms all around the world as academic mentors for our students. And these mentors are all like PhDs and scholars graduated from top universities. So they would be able to bring in more knowledge, and we hope that they can open up students like international perspectives during these 21 days of the mentorship. And also during the summer school, we are trying to practice students' skills in all the perspectives in such a short and centralized period of time. So this is really making us unique because students are learning a lot of skills during the semesters and in different courses. But just in this summer school, in these 3 short weeks, they would be able to practice all of the different skills, from the technical skills to soft skills such as leadership and global working, right? And also project management, because these projects they have to finish the projects in such a short time. They have to plan ahead and allocate resources smartly. They have to learn how to manage their time smartly. They have to collaborate with people from different cultural backgrounds, even from different countries, from different time zones, and in this online offline modality. So this way, we hope that we can really bring students the diverse background, the different technologies, and train their team, their skills in such a short amount of time. So with that, here I also want to show you some of the feedbacks we get from our students in the past 2 years. First of all, as you can see from this page, we asked students before starting the summer school and after, and you can see there is a significant increase in terms of their confidence in their skills with design tools, and their engineering design process, like their knowledge about the engineering design process. And here are some feedbacks we get from the students. So like it's worth mentioning, in our last summer school, we do have a few graduate students from Germany, and they participated fully online, and they have been like talking a lot about like how they are brainstorming with the team remotely, how they get this precious opportunity to think in a broader perspective and solving real world problems, and how they are really enjoying these international collaborative teams. So we really hope that this year we can really invite everyone here coming to Shenzhen, China, and join us locally, offline, to this summer school. And here, as you can see, during the summer school, we are really trying to train students about problem definition, user studies, like how to narrow down scopes, and these design thinking technologies, or like students are like, we are trying to push students going back to the problem space, right? To think about how to break down problems and think about user needs. And these would be ranked highly by students during the feedbacks. And also, as you can see here, students would all ranked highly for like how they are having this opportunity to resolve real-world open-ended problems, how they really value the opportunity to engage with industry mentors, how they really enjoyed having this interdisciplinary team, and the community of mentors, and also students really growed a lot, and the summer school really helped them to achieve their personal development goals. So with the summer school, we do offer students this final competition at the awards, the winning awards. So we do like offer 3 winning awards for all the students. And if students join, there are a lot of other benefits, such as they can earn substack credits, they can earn recommendation letters from their industry mentor and academic mentor, and further, they would be able to get internship opportunities and research assistantship opportunities from their industry mentor and academic mentor. And further, their projects have are highly potentially to apply for patent, and join like they can work on academic articles for publication. So these are really valuable opportunities for students to get, like, other than just finishing up a project. So there are real benefits for our students who are part of the project, the summer school. So here I want to briefly introduce our course, like a course design. Basically, as I mentioned, this is a 3-week program, and we'd like to call it iPlan. Okay, so For the first week, the topic is ice breaking and ideation. For the second week, we call it implementation and iteration. And for the third week, it's improvement and impression. So first of all, during the first week, we hope that students can really do an ice breaking with their team. It's not just for their small team, right? They have a team of mentors as well. So we want everyone to be on this team to contribute for this whole program. And also for the first week, as we just mentioned, we are really focusing on practicing design thinking. So every team are given a problem, and this problem is open-ended, and students should not just directly go for the solutions. And we really try to push students to use this time to discuss with their industry mentors, their sponsors, their academic mentors, and try to identify the real user needs during this period of time. And they have to redefine the problem and brainstorm and based on the existing resources to look for possible solutions. And then go to week 2, we will focus more on how to use the existing technology and resources to execute and implement their ideas. So basically, in this week, they will focus on solution selection. So for example, in first week, they can have like 20 different ideas, but then they have to scale down and select several possible solutions and do a rapid prototyping. And after the rapid prototyping, they have to go to their user again and get user feedbacks and do model testing, and also optimize their model, get their minimum viable product, which is the MVP for the delivery of the week 2. And then in week 3, you know, at the end of week 3, we are going on this final competition. So basically, in this week, students are going to iterate their model and try to further optimize their models, and also like prepare for their final presentation, because impression to the judges at the final competition is also very important, and how they would be able to really present their work to everyone is the core at the last week. Okay, so this is our plan for this whole course design. And here I'm showing you some of the sample projects we have for this year, and we have much more projects available. So as you can see here, we are really covering a lot of the important topics, like not just socially, but also technology-wise, right? So as we've just mentioned, so we have a project about developing technology for the elderly. We have a project about like how to design outdoor toys for kids. And regarding this AI trend, we have several companies focusing on AI or ChatGPT related or large language models related products. For example, AI Manager, how to integrate ChatGPT with drug discovery, or using ChatGPT for college application. So there are a lot of AI-based projects. And also we have projects related to robotics. For example, we can there is a company that is interested in using Spark H, which is based on hormone system, and they're trying to develop an education problem based on that system. And we also have robotics companies are interested in using the robotics to for medical rehabilitation or for for beauty industry. So there are a lot of interesting projects, and we are very looking forward to having you all joining us, and hopefully you can really have fun working on these projects during the summer school. And now I also want to introduce a little bit more by giving you two typical projects we have been working on in the past 2 years. So first, the project is about the AR glasses. And the two examples I'm introducing here are all the projects that have been continuously working on by different teams over the last 2 years. Okay, so first, the projects, we have defined it as a product-focused project. So basically, in a product-focused projects, we are trying to really digging into the customer needs and look into the market and trying to define an innovative product during this process. So in the first year, this team were given this project, so just to explore the cycling market demand. So the company are trying to ask the students to develop AR glasses, but students are really looking for, like, in what industry AR glasses are most used. And then they have scaled down to the cycling market, and then they did a comprehensive market research to compare different products with similar functions, after they determined the final product form as an AR glasses, then they conduct user research at different levels and collect user feedbacks, and then developed this this concept of concept product, right? And then in our last year's product, summer school, students are focusing on the cycling market AR glasses again, and they are trying to collect conducted an in-depth market research, and during this process they collected nearly 300 customer surveys, and they are further focusing on the different level of the cyclists and determine like what target customers groups they are going to focusing on. And after they've done all of these market research and user studies, they finalized their technical plan, and also they finished such a prototype, as you can see from this figure here. And the other type of products we have are research-focused products. For example, the gesture control project. So basically, these kind of projects are not only focusing on innovative product design, rather they are focusing on the improvement of performance compared to the state of the art. So, for example, in this gesture control project, in the first year, students are trying to focus on whether we can use this technology, like what domain we can play with, or we can use this kind of technology. And again, they have done a lot of reading and researching for patents, for academic articles, and for existing applications. And finally, they decided on narrow down to using the gesture control to control prosthetics, right? And then they further narrow it down to wrist signal recognition. And then in our last year, the students are further digging into this domain and try to identify the high-end prosthetic products on the market, and found that these products generally use classification control methods. And they've identified there is a gap in the existing product models, which is that the existing products are identifying discrete, like they have a discrete control, rather a continuous control of the risk signals would be a better solution. Therefore, these students are working on a prototype based on like focusing on giving the risk signal a continuous control and using machine learning based technologies. So basically this is like how students are progressing along these years on these different types of the projects. Okay, so lastly, I also want to introduce you about the different course resources if you join. Each team is going to be given 10,000 RMB for project budget. And we are also offering students plenty of the remote courses and labs, machines access, and all the mentors are available to help students be successful in the summer school. I think I would just like have a few slides left. If you want to advance your engineering skills, design thinking, and systematic thinking skills, if you're passionate about solving real-world problems and help the companies to tackle challenging work, and if you enjoy working with students from different technical and cultural backgrounds and enhance your leadership, you should definitely join us to this summer school. And for everyone who are interested in apply, please submit your application through your home university by April 20th. We are going to review the application materials and send you the acceptance letter by May 8th. And also you would have like around a month to prepare for the travel. And I really look forward to seeing you all in Shenzhen this year. And I think that is it for my talk. And I'm open for any questions you might have. Thank you, everyone. Okay, is there any questions?
Thank you, Dr. Wang. So any questions so far? So regarding the accommodation, we have the stack will provide accommodation, and there is free. But it's kind of the you are share is kind of you are share with your teammates. Usually it's 4 people, 4 person 1 room, or 2 person 1 room, depending. So we are still figuring out right now. Sorry, I don't get it. What do you mean? Any internship at the US? So here's the thing. For each team, for this summer school, we have for each team, we will have both after program. So it's kind of your mentor for each team. You will be paired with one mentor from industry and one mentor from the academic or industry abroad. So those your academic mentor may have some background in they will work in the company. So it's kind of you earn impress them, and the internship is kind of you can based on your performance, and it's called whether it's kind of based on the academics will, academic mentors will. Yeah.
Great, thank you, Dr. Wei. And if I may add to this question as well. So basically this year we have 2 US companies joined. Other companies are local companies in Shenzhen. So if you are interested in getting US internships from the companies, you can definitely try to impress the companies, and also on top of this experience, I think it would be a very good experience if you to add on to your resume if you are interested in getting a US internship.
And actually, hi, sorry, I was kind of stuck in another meeting. Hi, everyone. So I'm the founder of this program, and very glad you guys are here. And so Professor Wei just told me that, SUSTech gave us a very honorable opportunity to speak to the whole world about our achievement and progress of engineering education, especially, the engineering education for the future development. And then actually, no matter SUSTech or Rapidamic Lab, we sit in the middle of so many high-tech company network. And actually, we are very supportive and very happy to suggest, or recommend our students to our, the high-tech company partners or alliance. So even though we only have 2 companies kind of this year offer their, student projects to this course, but we also have a lot of network and access to other internship opportunities. But first of all, you have to come and then join a team and then do the work, and then we want to make sure all our recommendations that are very qualified and they can be representative of our program, to show how effective our program or training is. So basically, if you prove your capability and then we think you're good, we have very rich, abundant resources and opportunities for all, people who, students or even faculties. That's it.
So, regarding one question, I don't understand what kind of stay outside of the campus. It's kind of, so we will we'll offer the scholarship accommodation for you, but if you want to stay outside, it's okay.
But you have to pay by yourself.
Yeah, actually, so if you're a high school local, a high schooler or a college student who live in Shenzhen, you're definitely welcome to stay in your own place. But normally our seminar every day, they start at 9 a.m. So basically you have to really commute to the campus. We don't want you to miss any section of the course. This is one thing. And if you want to go abroad or want to experience the campus life in SUSTech, actually that's pretty agreeable. The yard is pretty, the food is great, and then they have great support facilities, and people here, they are very nice and gentle. So basically, even after the program, the training, you can still hang out with your new friends in SUSTech. If you're high schoolers, if you can pass the interview, we highly recommend you to stay with your team, because that's also one charm of this program, that you really kind of have a advanced experience with your college team members.
But I think probably our audiences are all college students from the abroad, the universities abroad. Again, you are welcome to stay outside of the campus, other than the dorms that we offered you, but you have to pay by yourself if you decided to.
I think we do have in-campus accommodations, in-campus hotel, because the teaching team because me personally, I'm in California right now, and Dr. Wang, she's in California, she's in Florida, Miami. So we will be there in June. So basically, we're going to accommodate ourselves in the hotel. Not really like the student dorm thing, because like they're more, how to say, they're like, they may have parties and these kind of things, but we're more mature. Anyway, but if you have very high requirement about the sleeping quality, you definitely have the choice of sleep in the on-campus hotel, and then this individual room, and then the bed is very comfy, and yeah, so I don't think you should be worried about your accommodation thing. And the food is there is pretty good if you're from US or other part of the world. The dining there is pretty good. It's pretty international. No matter burger or Chinese or like Japanese restaurant, or there are some steaks, French fries, and these kind of things.
And also for the next question, if you have already joined the program, we don't allow the switching to another team. So basically, after you apply, we are going to open up the project selections. Like you are going to select the project you are interested to work on during the summer program, and our instruction team are going to match the project based on your interest. So don't worry about like if your project are being assigned. So actually they are mostly by your own interest. So but actually after the program have started, you have already get a team working on the project. It's not a lot to switch teams.
Yeah, you're right. To add on Dr. Wang's comments, and actually, so this program is really trying to mimicking the real world industrial environment or corporate environment. Just imagine you have a manager, right? You want to get promoted, and then your manager is saying, "Hey, so who asked that company? 饺子. Okay, hey 饺子, we have this new project, and then actually our department appoint you to be the team member. For example, you're super good at computer science, like programming. And you went there, you go there, and then just start to work with your new team members. The only thing you need to do is not to switch to another team, because there's no way you can do that. This is your job. This is how you get paid. And so first of all, if you really have issues with teamwork, prepare yourself. That's the only thing you can do. Instead of changing environment, in the real industry or in your real future life, you don't really have so many choices. So adapt yourself, change yourself, and trying to prepare yourself psychologically and from skills. And sometimes a lot of miscommunications or conflicts is just because you don't really know how to communicate with others. Maybe people think you're not respectful enough, or you're too aggressive. That can cause issues. Or sometimes, try to, if you're leader material, then try to think about your team. If you're team material, for example, you're great collaborators or you're great catalyzers, talk to the leader. If you have issues with your team member, talk to the leader. So in this program, actually, each team will have a leader, and leader will definitely have the right to make sure the team culture is good enough, everyone is involved, and everyone just doing the work, the assignment is clear enough, and then the daily delivery should be done like in a proper manner. So that's normally how a real corporate or real industry team is going to work. Can I choose my team member? Nope. Unless you want to grab another one. So for example, if you and your friends all like applied for this thing, like apply for like one team, one project, and then yeah, definitely maybe all of you just put on the notes, just saying like we prefer to be put together. That's okay. Because for SUSTech students, sometimes for some students who live in the same dorm, they want to be together, because in that case, right after the training, they can still discuss or even doing some like hiking in their own dorm. We encourage that. But like, no, but if you don't really know other people, you cannot really choose your team member. Hello, is this meeting recorded? I believe so. Yes. Yeah, so it's great. Where are you guys come from? I see some like Korean name, and then there are, seems like students from other universities in China, and there are Hong Kong names. Great. Great.
Yeah, regarding the certificate, after the summer school, we will issue the certificate. So it's kind of the stack, we will issue the certificate. Watch the recording, I think after
Yes.
the info session.
Yes. Yes, it is recorded, and we are going to distribute the recording to our participant universities. And if you miss part of the meeting, you can definitely like watch the recording.
And then if you really, really want to join us, and then you cannot really make it, in person in China, in Shenzhen, please contact Professor Wei. So in that case, we can try to arrange some, if we have enough online opportunities. We made it through last year, with a bunch of Germany folks, and I think their experience were pretty good. But again, that's a real, very high intensity training. The best experience will be you will be here local in Shenzhen. But if you can't, and talk to Professor Wei, especially if you're from the university in a SysTech partnership, we do have some privilege for the partner university students, especially students from overseas. And then also please broadcast our poster, the record, all these kind of communication materials to the students or to your teachers or students or whoever who might be interested in this. Because we really want to have like more international students join us. And then that's how we really achieve like the international culture and then the team diversity, and then how, the global brain can just, storm together and then create, magic and then great things. Can I have the contact email?
I will type my email here. So regarding the questions related to summer school, you're always free to send me a message, contact me through this email.
Yeah. Oh, I saw some. I saw some ads there. Okay, Professor Wei, can you remove that ad? Sorry for that, guys, because it's like a public Zoom and we cannot really control the flow.
Okay. Any questions here? So we are really finishing this on time. So thank you again. Thanks again.
Yeah,
everyone,
just come join us, like for fun. If you're like a professor or you're like a admin staff in other universities, and then if you want to know more about the SysTech summer school, and if you want to be part of that, if you want to have this model in your own university, please contact Professor Wei. We just published 3 academic papers in the top engineering education conference, like the top international conference. And then actually like our paper got really great recognition, and then people really love what we're doing. And then actually we really spend a lot of time curating this course, trying to managing all the stakeholders, and then trying to design the best fit projects for all students, and then trying to understand how we can make teamwork very efficient, especially teamwork between strangers, very efficient, from different background, from even different nationalities, speak different languages, how we can make it work. A very cool and advanced practice and experiment. So if you're like a faculty or like education researcher, or if you are policymakers or people who care really about the education, just come talk to us.
Okay, thanks, Dr. Lee. Okay, so thank you everyone again for your time. So this is all for today. So if you have questions, you are welcome to contact us. And later, I will Stack will send out all the form. It's kind of collecting form to have our partner university to collect the information of students who are interested. Okay, so this is all for today. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Hope to see you in the summer. Bye. I'll be there in June. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. See you. Bye.
Looking forward to see you guys.